Success is not final. Failure is not fatal. It is the courage to continue that counts. You're gonna rise. One of my heroes, Winston Churchill. I love all the movies about him if you have not seen them. They're so inspiring. But it's true. You know, success is not final. There's always more. There's always another mountain to climb. There's always, something else that you can reach. One of the questions that I think it was John D. Rockefeller was asked, how much is enough? And the answer was just a little bit more. And I'm not sure if it was John D. Rockefeller, but it was someone like that said, enough is never enough. I always want more. And I believe that God has put that in us as men and women to keep achieving. And I'm not saying to not have gratitude, to not be happy, to not be content, but I believe inside the human spirit is that desire to keep achieving. Once you've conquered one mountain, you want to conquer another. And that's why success is never final. There's always more. There's always something more. And I always believe we should always be reaching for something more, to keep dreaming. Sometimes success is people's downfall. Once they've hit it, they start to get bored and they stop dreaming, and then they start doing drugs and alcohol and getting involved in sex and crazy stuff, and then messing up their life and losing all of their success. And that's why you got to keep dreaming. But part two there is why failure is not fatal, because failure is just a one-time event. I remember some of the darkest, lowest moments of my life when I didn't have much money and we were on the road, and sometimes, someone wouldn't pay me or they would stiff me, but I still got to swipe my credit card to put gas in my tank to get to the next show. Or when I was stiffed in China, I got shanghaied in Shanghai and got left at the airport terminal in China. I didn't get the final amount of money, but yet I still got to pay all my guys. I remember being on a high after a show downtown. We just opened up for this really dope artist, and I was like so excited. And then we come outside and it's like, hey, Chris, where'd you park? Well, I'm pretty sure I parked right there, man. They're like, yeah, I don't see it. Are you sure you parked there? And it turns out we were towed. It's the first time I had ever had my car towed. And talk about going from a high to a just like, are you kidding me? Because I don't think I was getting paid for that show, and maybe sold a little bit of merch. And talk about your balloon getting popped, your bubble getting popped, right? And that's gonna happen sometimes. Life is gonna drop some of the unexpected. But how are you gonna respond? Are you gonna respond and get angry? Are you gonna respond and give up and get depressed, get discouraged? Or can you hold on to enthusiasm? Isn't it somebody, I think it's Winston Churchill, who said, all success is going from one failure to another without losing your enthusiasm. And you need to have some enthusiasm if you want to chase your dream. It has got to be so live in your heart, pumped up, if you're going to achieve it. Because not everyone's just going to go, you want to do music or you want to do that? Oh, here's a record contract. Here's the best producers. Here's the best songs. Here's the best inventions. Here's the best business plan, Here's all the exact books you need to read one after another. No, it doesn't work that way. Sometimes you got to figure it out. You got to seek mentors. You got to seek, and that's why you're watching videos like this, so you can learn and grow and realize, yeah, maybe you failed last night. Maybe last week something didn't work out and it sucked. It was out of your control though. But you know what is in your control? How you respond, how you react, how you move to the next thing. As opposed to getting down, it's like, and getting down on yourself. Step back and go, okay, like sniper rifle, okay, what am I gonna do next? What can I move on to next? This didn't work, but what if I try this? What if I try that? What if I call this person and they help me do that? Oh, I should have called that person. I shouldn't have done it the cheap way. I shouldn't have cut corners. I should have gone all out and got A players on my team instead of trying to hire the cheapest person, or whatever it is that went wrong with you, it went wrong with your situation, and then get back in the game. Jump back in. I think it was in that movie Invincible with Mark Wahlberg, where he gets benched because he had his opportunity to, once the ball was punted and he had to chase this guy and then to tackle him, and he froze, and then he got knocked out. And you see him on the bench for a minute, he's bummed out. But that didn't stop him from getting the game in again. And when that same opportunity was presented to him, he went boom, and he took the guy out. And that's what I want you. When you get in that situation, this time you're not going to freeze. This time you're not going to choke. You're not going to get paralyzed. You're not going to freeze up and stiff up. You're going to flow. And you're going to do what it is you need to do. You're going to make a better phone call, do a better performance, have a better fight. Whatever it is that your dream is, you're going to respond and you're going to crush it this time. But you can't crush it, you can't kill it unless you stay in the game and keep going. And don't lose your enthusiasm, my friend. Stay excited. I think I wrote in a book or something the other day, or a message it was, that let's turn that anxiety into anticipation. Let's get excited about what's coming up as opposed to nervous. Let's change it. Let's get excited about all the things that are going to happen, that can happen, that you want to happen. Let's not focus on the negative. Let's focus on the positive. Let's dream and see all the things that can happen. There it is. I see that happening. It's coming together. God's putting it together. All the things are coming together. Yeah, I got that. And you start seeing it working as opposed to thinking, oh, well, what if this happens? Well, what if that fails? And I'm not saying don't prepare. I'm not saying don't plan. I'm not saying don't have contingency plans and not ready to pivot, because sometimes you got to pivot. You know what I'm saying? I like to think of like a skier going down a hill. It's just like shh. Sometimes you got to pivot around things and turn when things don't work out. But if this door closes, okay, let's go to the next door. If this doesn't close, okay, that's fine. Oh, we know that's the door right there. Oh, it's locked. Kick it down. Kick that sucker down. You never let up, you never shut up, you never stop until that door opens up or you bust that sucker open. The doors were not opened for me, okay? I don't know how many times I have to knock on a door until someone finally answers. And right when they answered, I stick my foot in there and I push myself through. Okay, I've had to do that in so many areas of my life. And you got to do that. You got to be aggressive for the dream, man. This isn't time to be all timid and, hey, I think I want the dream. No, you got to want that thing. You got to fight for that thing. You got to push through it. You got to think about it, dream about it, write it down, see it, and then go for it. I hope this has inspired you today. This is why you got to be a fighter, man. You got to keep fighting, because a fighter isn't someone who never fails. A fighter is someone who never quits. If you don't got the book, click the link below this video, get a copy. It will inspire you, because success is not final. Failure is not fatal. It is the courage to keep persevering and keep going that counts. Light it up.